I met so many people who in Geneva who actually are homeless and they want to do things.
Yeah.
They want to do things,
Mm-hmm.
but the government is actually made it in a way that it's very hard to
Yeah.
start. You cannot if you because yeah, they want to protect their market only for people with the top level knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way we can understand it.
Yes.
That's how they built the renown
Mm-hmm.
of the Switzerland. But still the borders are open, so
Mm-hmm.
people are coming. They
Yeah.
want it or they don't want it. I mean, in the way that they accept these people still.
Yeah.
So why cannot we create more opportunities for these people to be integrated?
And we can, and this is
Yeah.
one of the ways that we can do it. And there's multiple different ways. This is not the only way, but there's multiple different ways. And that is my intention. And what I want to do is kind of like, I'm really hoping that some form of this people will come and see how it works in Geneva, because we're in Geneva. So this is where it'll be starting. But I'm working with people all around the world. Actually, I have a good team of people already set up who are all around the world, and or in a number of different countries. I shouldn't say all around the world, but in a number of different countries. And I'm really hoping that eventually they would be able to implement this or some form of this where they're at, so that people can actually see, oh, look, I can live an actual good life regardless of what city I'm in and enjoy it, but the change obviously takes work. It
Yes,
takes a
someone
drive and it
has to
takes
do
work.
this.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
precisely. And this doesn't prevent the people who are already quote unquote successful from being successful. It just brings everybody up to their level or to the level that these people want to be, because not everybody wants to be a millionaire, right? Some people don't want to be a millionaire at all, but they do want to exist in a society where they don't feel pressured, where they can feel like they can be themselves, and enjoy life and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and I also agree that I think all the people wants to be healthy and happy.
precisely, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and this is actually in our control.
Yeah.
That's something that we can do. Become a millionaire. I mean, we can try to make it in a good way so everybody can be benefit from it.
Yeah.
But it's not the target. It was never a target.
For me, it's not a start. When you stop thinking about money as in, oh, I want this amount of money, and start thinking about, or sorry, if you stop thinking about life as in, oh, I want to be just a millionaire, because you know what you're going to do with the million once you have it, and start thinking of it as in, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that, oh, I want to achieve this and stuff like that. Then you realize, oh, I need this amount of money to be able to do this. I might need this amount of money to be able to do that. Because what I have learned in my life is sometimes you do need money, but sometimes you just need opportunity. Sometimes you need the right person. Sometimes you just need the desire
Yeah.
to obtain it. Like, you know,
Or sometimes it's a very big excuse. I don't do things because I don't have money.
precisely,
Yeah, so
exactly.
and
Yeah.
sometimes you need to just have a people around who just will push you. Just start talking bullshit and start doing things.
Yeah.
Just take
Yeah.
this and do this,
Right.
and that's the hardest part.
Yes, it is.
But that's the only way to do.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you do have to learn how to, and this is the thing that I had to learn as well. Like, you do have to learn when, you can want something and say, I don't have the money. But then when you see that there's a thing that you can do and that your heart wants to do it, do it. Even if you're like, I
Yeah.
don't have to, just do what you can. Right. And everything there's a Bible text that actually says that it's like a
Do what you
person.
can, Nate.
No, it says something. It was Jesus talking, and he said something about um, something to the effect of a man will be given the person who has done as much as he can with a little will be given more. There's a text. I can put it in the description. But anyways, that's the idea. It's not run yourself ragged, because I'm like, opposed to that, but it is. Yeah, sometimes you when you want a thing, just go and try to find out as much information as you can about it, or
Yeah.
whatever it is, because it'll just expand your mind. God works with you, He doesn't work for you. He works with you. He helps you accomplish the thing, at least in my experience. That's what it is. So,
Okay. Shall we go into more details
yes.
from your first project? What exactly you want to do and how you want to achieve it?
Yeah. So the drink shop is, so I have the business plan set up. I don't know if I've shared it publicly yet, but I will. And it is called well, I don't want to, I don't want to say too much because it is
Yeah, come on. I
patent
mean,
pending, like, sort of like it's not like it is my concept. And so I don't want
but nobody is
someone
going to
coming to,
steal it. You have to, like, if you don't, you need to raise some money, don't you? You want to
yes,
start.
it does need it does
Yeah.
need
So
capital to
in
to
my
start,
in
but
my
not a lot actually.
okay. So
Only
but
like
in
1,000 Swiss francs.
I mean, so that's your opportunity.
Yeah, so it's true,
Yeah.
but I won't share too much on it. But it is a drink shop, and it is a seasonal drink shop. And my plan is to. There's more details on the Discord server, by the way, but that's $5 script subscription. But it will. My plan is to start really small, start one, and see if it grows, see if it catches on, if it's something that, so it is seasonal, meaning that the drinks change over the course of the year, right? According to the
Mm-hmm.
season. And
But
then,
yeah, if sorry for interruption,
yeah.
just from my experience,
Mm-hmm.
um, I had the same kind of mindset before when I was thinking about my future projects,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't tell many people about it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's exactly regarding to what I was saying before,
Which is,
which is somebody has to do it.
mm-hmm.
So saying and sharing with the people, it's nothing. I realize it's nothing because there is only one or two people in the world who actually will take it and do it and
That's true.
realize it.
Yeah.
So what is the most important is actually to show people what is the unique proposition of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is the unique proposition, is that it's a seasonal drink shop.
Okay, but there is many drink shop in this town. So
No, seasonal drink shop.
what is the difference? I don't
Is that
understand.
the drinks change over the course of the year. They change with the season.
But right now we have a delivery in store, everything, all the 365 days of fruits and vegetables all the time the same.
Oh yeah, but no, but this is according to. Okay, maybe that isn't clear enough. I suppose so. It is a seasonal drink shop where the the drinks follow the fruits of the season, which is
Okay.
where they're the cheapest usually, and they're the best tasting. Right, the fruits,
Okay.
anyways, the drinks. If you're going with fruit, but it's not just fruit drinks, right? It is seasonal drinks from basically around the world,
Okay,
right?
so this is something new
Yeah,
because
yeah.
people don't know this.
So, but it's not going to be. There's a balance that I have that I seek to achieve, so that it
Hmm.
is not expensive, because that's not the idea. It's not for it to be expensive, for people to be able to try different drinks from around the world. But also, it's not expensive, but you can also buy locally, right? So,
So you mean the fruits and vegetables will be used local?
right, if it's a fruit and vegetable. Otherwise, like if it's a tea
Yeah,
or a plant of some sort, then that also can come from the
different
local.
places.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. And so I do have the kind of formula
Hmm.
that I've set up.
Tell us
That's
more.
but anyways, that's how it works, right? So there's more. So, and it's a shop, so it's a destination. Again, it's not we're going to buy a bottle of this or whatever and take it home. It's going to be a place like kind of like Burger King or something like that, where you go there to
Not the
actually,
best example.
probably no, probably not, but like, you go there to try to try the new drink, right? To
Hmm.
try a new drink, and socialize with people who come there to try the new drink and discuss
Hmm.
whether it's whatever. So we want to make this kind of ambiance of,
Hmm.
um, people wanting to actually go there, try this new drink, and socialize, right? You don't have to, obviously, but that's the objective. And so, again, it's year round, and it just continues like that, right? And it will be the objective here in Geneva is to have one on the one shop on the right side of the river and one on the left side of the river, right? So it still becomes a destination, but people, I don't know, people
And
don't have to cross the river.
You can use the boat to connect with one.
I suppose if you want
and
to.
And you can do like this, hey, mate, drop me some oranges.
Yeah. So it's basically like that. I guess the closest that I would probably compare it to, and I don't know if I should, but it might be like maybe Starbucks or something, because they have seasonal drinks as well, but they're only usually semester.
Well, everybody right now have seasonal drinks.
Yeah, probably. But that's probably closest I can get to it. But it's nothing like Starbucks either. It is. If you want more details, go to the Discord server, because that's really kind of where it's broken down. That's really where it's broken down, because there's concepts of, market, because I also, in one of these documents that I'm writing, is I participate in fair share, and fair share is, fair trade.
Fair trade,
which is paying
I see this
on
but I'm not sure it works in this world really.
But the concept is what I support. So the concept of paying, locally as well, and promoting locally to promote the community. Like this, the objective is not just me. My objective is the community, the people. So that's what we're doing, and that's the idea. I don't know. Do you have any more questions? Because you seem unconvinced.
I mean, I definitely believe that it should be more details, because for me it's not clear what exactly you're going to do.
Okay.
And what is the difference between Starbucks also, and why it should work compared to Starbucks? Why people should come there, but not to, let's say, Starbucks? But it's not the best example as well.
Yeah, because it's not the same thing. But okay, so I guess
what is exactly, when you say each time it's not the same thing? What do you mean by this?
Well, just because Starbucks has created its own kind of community. If we're just using
fast people, they go grab a shot, and they crowd for more. Because for me, always Starbucks was like, especially when it was born in the US, it's just come and go. There was no such big place for sitting.
Right. And now it's become this place where people go to work, which is what I do, which I like about it.
Yeah.
That's not the concept for the drink shop. The drink shop, I guess, I guess there's a clear concept. It's spelled SHOPPE, right? And people in the US who know about the history, like in the 60s and 70s, like Route 66 and stuff like that, they will understand kind of what a drink shop is, right? So the objective is you go there. Let's take, for example, summer, because that'll probably be the easiest way to explain it. During the course of summer, some of the drinks that I seek to have are like milkshakes, vegan milkshakes as well.
Okay.
By the way, not only vegan, but vegan milkshakes. So
Swiss Co as well.
Yeah, and also milkshakes or lactose milkshakes, and like ice creams, vegan ice creams, and whatever, and stuff like
we
that.
Went once.
Right?
You really like it.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Plus, fruit like light fruit juices, like watermelon juices and stuff like that. Things that correspond with the summer
seasons,
right? Exactly. Plus, like I said, drinks from all over the world that correspond again still with the season, right? So the thing that's bringing you there, the thing that brings people to Starbucks is just that they need a coffee, right? And there's multiple different types of coffees, right? But that, whatever. The thing that's going to be
don't do much. They do just want blonde or dark roasted.
I don't know. I don't drink coffee, so
to be honest, you have no clue actually where it comes from, or really. And was it a fair trade, or they just steal it from someone?
Okay, so I'm not going to speak to that because I don't know. I don't drink coffee, but this will be. I do drink. I like juices, fruit juices, but I like also smoothies, and just and that's why it's like a drink shop. Smoothies, fruit
Okay,
juices,
okay.
milkshakes, which is a
Yeah,
drink, just stuff like that, right? So, and I will continue to kind of curate my list of
yeah.
drinks that will be offered year round. So that's the objective. And
Now
again,
at
making
least
it
it
a
makes more
destination.
sense. It become at least visible what is going to be there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the I guess the best, yeah, because Starbucks wasn't a good idea, good example either, because it again they do something different. This is a, a concept maybe from the '60s, which is something that I really liked, brought into modern day, you know. So and just switched. So drink shops back then aren't going to be as elaborate as the one that I'm
I
planning.
don't know this concept. I know only White Castle that was stole by the McDonald's.
Okay, so no, not that, not that. So hopefully that explains it a little bit better. It would be easier for me to explain it in writing because I'm a writer. I'm not a
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
But hopefully that clears things up. So that's
Yeah.
the first
Yeah. So
plan.
yeah, maybe the second one. What are the next steps to get closer to this? What?
To the drink shop.
Yeah. What do you
So
plan to? What are you planning to do?
what I'm going to do, well, the very first steps are to start funding on the get consistent funding on the talk show, because that's going to help with all my other projects, right? With all the team's other projects. So it starts there.
Yeah,
Excuse
but
me.
I mean, you probably have to start one by one. And if
Yes.
this juice store is the first priority, you
It's
have
not.
to.
The talk show is the first priority.
No, juice store,
The talk show is the first
talk show.
priority.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you say it will help you to get a funding for the other ideas,
Right.
I think you have to focus. You cannot like start with a talk show. Talk show it goes definitely without anything else.
Okay. So you're saying apart from the talk show?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you should take, for example, talk show as the core that you
Yes.
do,
Mm-hmm.
but then you have to choose one priority. And if it's a juice store, you concentrate everything on juice store.
Right. So that's the objective. So the talk show is the priority,
Okay.
right? And then after that comes the drink shop,
Okay.
right?
So yeah, how you want to get to talk juice store to be open?
So the what I would like to do to kind of get the name out there is to um, present it at the local markets here,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So, and that's why there's not a lot of capital needed to start that.
Yeah.
And then I would also be able to see if it works, like if people are
Proof
interested
of
in this.
concept.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And so the plan is I've already researched what is required in order to present there, and then just present it to different markets, see what works, see what doesn't, so I can edit that. And at the same time, we're saving money to be able to open up the company, right? And now this is why the talk show, or sorry, open up the what we call the bricks and mortar, so like a actual business somewhere. That'll also give us time to find the proper location if this is because it
I
could.
mean, yeah, I understand, but to
Right.
prove a concept, you don't need these
You don't
things.
need it. No,
Yeah.
no, no,
So
no.
my question is, how are you going to start proof of concept? What are the steps that you are going to do to prove a concept?
Oh, we're just going to take it to the markets and see if they liked
Okay.
it.
So I mean, what do you want to do? I mean, when you want to do this?
Oh,
Like,
I don't have currently a timeline because I do have to focus, like you were saying, focus. I have to focus on a talk show at the moment, right? I have to make sure because the talk show, we only have one audience member, so we need more audience members. We're hoping for 40,000, and that
yeah,
will
but
help.
40,000 can take years.
It could, but we're hoping for it pretty soon. And if there's some way that we can negotiate around that, we will. But it's not. It's That's our priority is the talk show. Once the talk show starts getting working, then we're going to switch our focus, our main focus from the talk show to the drink shop. You understand?
I understand.
Yeah.
But I think it should go kind of in parallel because talk show doesn't require financial from you. You only you spend your time and create the content. You can invite people and talk about different things all the time. But at the same time, you have to start raising money to prove your concept.
But this is what the talk show is doing. It's helping us raise money to
That's true.
do our concept.
That's true. But it's not the only source that you can do. That's what I'm saying.
Do you have another source of capital?
For example, you can start raising money from all these platforms like Kickstarter, etc. That's for this you need to prepare the clear vision of your concept.
Yeah, I won't be using Kickstarter. So this isn't similar. We're not going to negotiate how it starts. That's not how we're doing. That's not how we're doing that. Okay. We're just talking about the concept. There is one. And I think that's a good point to really explain why this KingDOM community works the way it does. I'm not looking to start a Kickstarter. I'm not looking to have any enterprise financial support. I am looking for individual financial support so that they can see the work that their only $5 is doing. Kickstarter will allow people to donate any sum of money and then
kind of receive the same.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same thing. This is why it's different, and this is why it has to work the way that I've set it up, right? And so it's great for you all to hear this and understand. It has to work this way so that each individual person, whether you make 100,000 or whether you make 5 or 30,000 or whatever the amount is, if you just put money aside for donation, whatever, anybody should be able to give to the through the Discord server, get into the Discord server with the $5 a month, and then see how their money contributes to creating, setting these projects up, right? So now we're not doing Kickstarter. We're not asking companies for funding. This is where we're starting. This is our main hub, which is the Discord server. That is the main hub. So if you want to support all of these projects, that's where you're coming through. And in order to do the drink shop, we do need capital. I've reduced it to somewhere around like 1,000, but if it takes off really well, then we'll need more capital really quickly. But eventually the drink shop has to be sustainable on its own, right? But that is how it works. Right. Okay. And so once the drink shop becomes sustainable, then we switch to another project. Right. But it's still going to take work, because once I get the drink shop up and running, then I need to find the proper team. Right. And
I think you will find it before to make it work.
That's probably true. I mean, I've already started thinking about this, the proper, the team for KingDOM Holdings, the team for the KingDOM Communauté, the team for the drink shop, the team for the restaurant. I've thought about all this. This is the way my mind works. So I've already been into that. So.
Okay. I mean, I understand the strategy.
Yeah.
I not completely agree with it.
You don't have to.
Yeah. You don't have to repeat all the time that I don't have to. I understand it.
You seem frustrated.
No, it's just I believe there are many tools that can help you to grow your community, and a lot of support, as well as the half government, and it's because you live in this environment that's, in a way, it supports people, and it supports you as well to be able to stay here where you are. So if you use this kind of benefits for your own, you can use the same benefits to help your society to grow.
Yeah.
And it makes very logical sense for me, for example.
I understand.
So that's why I believe if you see the working tools and you know where to find them and how to use them properly, why not?
Yeah.
Even in the case of Kickstarter and all similar things, it's also transparent. It's completely transparent. And you also can convert people from Kickstarter then into your society, because the Kickstarter is more promoted at your channel. If the people will see that you have nice idea and you want to build a juice store which has great values, etc.,
Mm-hmm.
they can then go to your channel and see like, wow, this guy also makes a nice content.
Yes.
So that's just my small advice.
Well, I appreciate your
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
It will not be taken into account for this project. I did think about Kickstarter, though. I did think about other types of crowdfunding when I was setting this up. I thought about a lot of things
Okay.
and how
What is
to do
why
this.
not? I mean, if you could tell us.
Why not what? Why not
don't you
Kickstarter?
want to use? No, it doesn't matter. Any kind of support. Why you don't want to use it to
Well,
build
the supports that I know of, so like I do use support, different supports to support myself, as you know. But eventually I want to get off of the kind of welfare system to, support myself using the things that I'm creating. But for these projects, the only way that I can explain it is that this has to be a project of a community, right? This has to be a project of a community. That's also another thing, is that the Kickstarter, the it has a beginning and an end, right? But these projects do not. They continue, and so
everything has a beginning
joining.
at the end.
No, not this. Here, this project that for the Discord, they're consistently, unless they decide that they want to no longer contribute as an audience member,
So there is a end.
they can choose it,
Of
but
course.
not the Kickstarter and not me, right? So they're the ones that have the power to be like, oh, this is a project I don't want to contribute to, because we will be explaining over the course of time, this is what we're going to start. If they're like, this is not something I want to contribute to, they stop their contribution, right? So that's one powerful way that they understand that they have a very direct impact on what's going on, right? There's and for Kickstarter, I know that there's like, you can have like different levels, and I don't want to do that. I don't want there to be different levels, because I don't want people to feel like I have to make a certain amount of money or I have to donate a certain amount. If they
there is
want,
no certain amount. It's just
if you donate a certain amount of money on Kickstarter,
Yeah.
normally the tier that you donate to, you have a kind of a higher reward.
no. Sometimes you have zero reward. It's just donation. People just you share your idea, and if they want, they give you some money, and that's it. There are different levels of investment. It's not sometimes even investment. It's just free donations.
All right, precisely, and this is what this is. This is not a donation. This is contributing to the talk show, right?
Okay.
So it's always contributing to something specifically, right? And there aren't different levels. There's just simply one level. That's it. Everyone is put at the same level.
Yeah, because this is your like first priority. Second priority is to open the juice store. So if you present on Kickstarter juice store, it's the same that it goes money from the channel. It goes straight to the juice store. And if you promote juice store on any kind of platform, it's the same.
Are you saying
idea.
just use it Kickstarter as a promotion, or use it as a donation receptacle?
It doesn't matter. It can be both.
Well, I'm not using it as a donation receptacle, is what I'm saying. If
I
it doesn't go
understood.
through the Discord,
But I'm
it's
trying to
fine.
understand why not. That's the only thing.
I don't know how to explain it any differently.
Yeah, but it was not an explanation before.
It was. The explanation is the Discord puts everyone at the same level, right? So if I do it through
what is
and
the
it's
difference
consistent. If I do it through Kickstarter, the Kickstarter, they, from what I understand about Kickstarter, is that they donate to this Kickstarter, right? And then that gets put into, and then a part of that gets, given to me. They keep a part of it, Discord does, or sorry, Kickstarter, and then I receive a certain amount.
So you're more afraid of this percentage that goes to Kickstarter?
No, I'm not worried about that, because I think Discord takes a percentage as well.
Okay,
That's not what
so
I'm worried about.
the
But what I'm saying is that they've given you kind of this lump sum, is what you're asking for, a lump sum, right?
I don't know what
A lump sum, you mean a certain amount of money. We're going to have to go.
Yeah, like 1,000 francs that you're looking for.
Right. And so we are asking for this lump sum.
Yeah.
That means that the people are no longer, they've invested this and they're no longer investing.
Yeah, but I mean, they can see your channel and then subscribe through it and pay you also $5 because your idea was connected with their deepest values.
Yeah. So clearly, I'm not going to be able to explain the reasoning behind this, but hopefully, you all were able to see and understand it. We actually have to go because we have to, yeah, we have to end. But thank you for joining us. Um, I do appreciate Max and Max's, very, very poignant questions, which helps me to explain better. Hopefully, you all understood that. If not, you can ask questions. You can join in Discord. I also have an email there that you can reach out and contact me at as well if you just want more information. Okay. Again, if you want to be on the if you want to support, join the Discord server. It's $5 a month, and we will see you next time. Next week we have a special guest that I've been trying to get for like 4 months, but just things
Who
have
is it?
just. His name is Dylan. He has his own YouTube channel.
Dylan.
Yeah, so I will share that with you all in the coming days, hopefully, and then we're going to record. So
That's
it's freaking
cool.
awesome. I'm
That's
excited.
cool.
So talk to y'all later. Ciao.
Ciao.